What is going on YouTube, and welcome to another episode of Crypto Crusaders, where we dominate crypto one coin at a time. Before getting started, would like to ask, please smash that like button, comment and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Helps me make these videos for guys and find the newest coin. I am not a financial advisor, so please, really please, trade at your own risk and do your own research. So I have a new token for you guys. It's called Crypto Island. And it caught my attention because it's trending on one of the websites I use for research. Now you can find them on cryptoisland.group, and we're gonna see what it's all about. Our destination for decentralization, Crypto Island. Freedom to co-own and co-build. That sounds exciting. Looks like you might be able to co-own and co-build on an island. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Now you can find them on Reddit, Facebook, Telegram, Instagram, and Twitter. Join the community. Crypto Island token is community driven, so their ticker is CISLA. Crypto Island token is set to break the boundaries between practicing decentralization on digital space and adopting it on the physical plane of everyday life. But we're one-upping this by doing it all on a private island. By owning CISLA, you earn a place as a co-builder of the community, and very importantly, a co-owner of a crypto island itself. So this is interesting. If you get involved with this token, you become part of the ecosystem/community, which is quite different from other cryptos I have seen. Step up to the home plate. Crypto Island is essentially real estate that will be built upon the like of its people, you. So that's cool in a sense. With our no nonsense tokenomics, investing means you've contributed to livelihood. The 10% fee ensures a sustainable liquidity pool and a reasonable cost of living in the island for its whole population. You are on the threshold of creating the world's first decentralized private island. Cross it today by joining us and becoming a co-owner of Crypto Island. So this almost seems like a game to me. And you know how there are some apps out there where you invest in an island or buy property and you see it grow over time as more people join and the properties expand, especially on the islands. So I do see this having some potential in that manner. Now checking up their roadmap. They're currently on phase 1. As I have said in other videos, I like roadmaps that are simple. This one's simple, clean. They show you what they've completed, and I really like it. Pretty straightforward with the different phases. Now they've been on spotlights, and you could check them on your own time on different YouTube videos. Now the tokenomics. So this is the important meat of things. You could see their contract address right here, and you could buy it on PancakeSwap, meaning it is most likely a BEP20 token. Tokens offered is this much. Number of holders 21,000 plus. We're gonna check that later, and a market cap of 700,000. It was launched a couple days ago, so it's fairly brand new. Now going into token allocation. Something I would have liked to see is if it was zoomable without manually zooming, but let's check out the tokenomics. So 25% will be burned, 5% goes to marketing, 4% goes to the island wallet, not sure what that means, 3% goes to island operation, 2% goes to charity, and 1% goes to giveaways. There's also a 60% public sale. Now looks like there's a 10% transaction fee when you buy or sell. 4% goes back to the island wallet, 2% goes to the marketing wallet, 3% goes to the liquidity and gets locked, and 1% goes to reward. And 1% goes back to the holders in terms of reflection tokens. So frequently asked questions, which is important to ask. What is the token? So it is a digital currency based on the Binance Smart Chain. As we guessed, CISLE will be the only payment option for the world's first community-driven private island, and also the power behind the realization and conceptualization of the island itself. What cryptocurrencies can I use to purchase? For now, it's BNB since it's on the Binance Smart Chain, which is pretty straightforward. Is liquidity locked? As we're a strong believer in honesty and openness, we will lock the liquidity for 1 year in this early stage. Further details will be announced in the near future. Pretty straightforward. Is the contract audited? The contract is currently being audited by TechRate. As soon as they achieve it, they will publish it. It's good. Where will the 10% fee be used for? They broke it down earlier on the pie chart. They broke it down earlier on that pie chart, but here it says 4% goes to the crypto island, 3% for liquidity pool, 2% to marketing, and 1% for holders. What role does the CISLE token play in your ecosystem? Not only will we purchase the island with the help of the token, but the token will be used as a native and only payment method on the island itself. It will also be the only payment option for merchandise and in-app purchases in the community app. The token is basically the red thread throughout the whole project. So there will be no other tokens introduced in the ecosystem as far as this statement goes. I can see this driving up the price if this becomes very popular. What will be the use of the community app? So it looks like they have an app. We are also developing a community app that will be a huge difference in terms of social media nowadays. I do agree with that. A lot of tokens do have their own app, so I guess for a baseline, it's also always good to have an app. The app will mainly function as a social media app, where our community can engage digitally with each other. But aside from that, we are also implementing features that are unique in a way that the community will also be rewarded based on the help and effort they put in the community. The best part about this is the app does this both digitally and physically. So for example, let's say you're on an island and you open the community app. See that the neighbor next door has opened a request for someone to help change a light bulb in his home. You'll help him. You can put that in a request and the neighbor can award you points. Based on these points, you can reach different tiers and get more voting rights in the whole project. So it looks like there's some utility within the ecosystem itself. Almost reminds me of Sims or some game out there where you could contribute to the cause of the whole. How active will the community be involved in decision making? So the whole process of this project will be built on the community. So the community will have voting rights, which is good in every decision, from choosing island location and amenities on the island and key figures. By contributing to the community, they can earn loyalty points. Based on how many points they've earned, they will be categorized in certain tiers. Once you reach the tier silver member, you will get more voting rights and get access to bigger decision making polls. Pretty straightforward. Will someone who owns a lot of CISLA tokens have more rights? The beauty of this project that it doesn't matter how much money you have or how many tokens you own. The decision making is not based on capital, but more on the individual contribution to the island itself. So you do actually have to get involved if you want to contribute to this token. As of its utility now, and especially later on this project, you'll need your tokens on and off the island of its many use cases. Therefore, we think this is a project with long-term investors and benefits mostly for contributors and not capitalists. We think the tokens would be much more divided, as a large holder will not have no benefits other than the price change of the token itself. Now you can see the team here: CEO Dan Bauer, CFO Mika, CFO Micah or Mika, CDO Lena or Lena, and COO Linda. Pretty straightforward. You can check them out under LinkedIn on your own time. If you want to join their team, you could also apply now. So let's go on to their white paper. Now we won't go fully in depth of the white paper. You could go over that on your own time, but we'll see what it has to offer. Table of contents, which is nice. It talks about success is best when shared and more on that. Simplicity and clarity. So far it has shown simplicity and clarity. Token supply, token contribution. They will explain that in the main website. Community contribution. So this goes with the 10% fee there is. Protection and our holders. So looks like the island wallet will be locked in DX lock for 2 months after launch. There will also be no team tokens, so there's no risk of team members dumping their own tokens, which is good to know. Road to success, so basically the roadmap. Elements of success, like this. Alone we can do so little. Together we can do so much. So it's a community app. Looks like these are in the development right now, which is pretty cool. A thriving crypto economy, building trust and fairness. The executive board. So it says how the community is mainly responsible for the wellness of the token or island. There are different tiers depending on based on merit. Silver members, gold members, they'll have more rights, polls. So actually, let's go over this. At the very beginning, the silver members will be chosen from the community by the board members. So there looks like they'll be appointed silver members. This will be a merit-based process where community members are selected according to their contributions. Later on, however, becoming a silver member will have more formal requirements, including being active on the app or completing tasks. Gold members are an elite members who make major contributions to Crypto Island. This membership is not available at launch, but one membership will be rewarded to an outstanding community member 1 month after launch. The exact criteria for reaching gold member status will be determined later on. Polls. So this is voting rights. So this is important. Both big decisions like which island to buy and small decisions like where to install lighting public areas of the island will be decided by polls. The community can vote in polls via the Crypto Island app. So there are 3 tiers of polls. Decisions will be rated according to importance, with the most important decision reserved for the highest tier. Only gold members will have the right to vote in the higher tier polls, which makes sense. Mid-tier polls will be open to both gold and silver members, and low tier polls will be open to everyone. CISLA is not adopting a quote one token or one vote governance protocol because this would be a disadvantaged community members with less token holdings, which makes sense. This means that all voting members must have their identity verified to prod. Of course, we are on an island. We will all know each other anyway. So that's cool. So it talks about how the island is self-sufficient. Crypto Island will combine the best of past and future to achieve sustainability. It talks about renewable resources and more. One for all for one. So it talks about the ecosystem within the islands and more, better together, growing into the future, laying the legal foundation. Of course, it's always important to have a legal entity. And disclaimer. So that's a pretty solid white paper, I'd say. Only thing I'm missing that I would have liked to see is status on wallets. For example, if they have a burn address or which wallet pertains to which allocation. So according to their BSC scan, looks like there were transactions not happening too often because it's fairly new. And that's pretty much it. Now, going on to the price. It is still a fairly new token, currently sitting at 0.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Satoshi units, 953342. There was a pump, dump, and it's still quite early to get into this token if you're watching this. With that being said, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments section below. Are you one of the people who will be joining the island? That being said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.